All right, let's do it. We on? Very good. All right. So today, well, welcome back. L'esprit. What we do here, we talk about spiritual shit, and the topic of today, as you will see, it's the dark night of the soul. Because I realize, people have different opinions when it comes to the dark night of the soul, and for me, having, the fact that I went through it, it was actually, first of all, like, I don't even know why it's called the dark night of the soul, because obviously, that's truly when you get elevated. So to me, it should have been something along the line that, as it's truly elevation. That's when your soul really get to come out because of some of the shit that you go through. You get to learn how to detach yourself from certain bullshit. Okay, hold on. All right. So technically, it's a part of your journey, the dark night of the soul, for lack of a better term, because to me, it's truly elevation. It's or the rise of the soul, if you want to put it that way. In fact, I'm gonna have the title's gonna be Dark Night of the Soul slash the Rise of the Soul, because truly that's what's happening. However, the pain comes in when, of course, the whole purpose of the rise of the soul is for you to elevate. And for you to elevate, you actually have to detach yourself from from the mundane or what you are used to. And that's the whole purpose of the dark night of the soul, or the rise of the soul, because it's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. But my thing, for me, what really helped me with it was pretty much, I'm like, okay, how can it be bad when I was learning? It was actually making me a better person. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like when I went through the dark night of the soul, shit, like, I became detached to a whole bunch of bullshit. I truly went inside of myself, evaluating what, my purpose was. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I was shedding off skin. I was getting leaner mentally. I was getting shredded, baby. Muscle up. You got to have a muscle for the hustle. What? At first, it kind of went through like a fucking depression because I couldn't understand what was happening. Because it's like, why the fuck these shits are happening to me? You know? But in the mix of it, as I'm delving more into it, as I'm starting not giving a lot of fucks, and then I started seeing things clearer. And one of the things that really hit me was, how can you call this bad when I'm learning from it? My focus was like on 1,000. I wasn't bullshitting no more. I was strictly doing shit that benefited me and kind of like see things for exactly for what they are. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. That's the rise of the soul. That's when you really elevated, like you really standing for something, and that was also when I realized the light goes through the wounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the wounds, baby, the scars. What? Oh man, that's when I really started looking good. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I was building character. I was building a new foundation. Not that I didn't have a foundation before, but the foundation was being laid a certain way, like, was very solid. So the first thing I think that people should know, or if you're going through the dark night of the soul, Don't look at it as something bad. That's the first thing that you have to understand that would help you. And the truth is, how, I mean, shit, how is it bad when you're learning? It's adding values to the person that you are. Oh, I loved it when I started embracing the pain, because the cure of the pain, it's in the pain. I don't think you hear me though. You know what I'm saying? The cure of the pain is in the pain. And I started embracing the pain. It was feeling good, baby. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's when I learned, to overcome my fears, to have courage to overcome my fears. Do you see what I'm saying? Then it started changing my whole fucking perspective in life. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, because it was really growth. How can you call something that helps you to grow something, how can you call it bad? So the first thing, if you're going through the rise of the soul, is to rehash your thoughts, is to change your mentality. Because the whole purpose of your soul coming out more, or your growth, is pretty much for you to let go. And the depression, some of the bullshit that was happening, was meant for me or for you to actually detach yourself from material bullshit. That's truly what it was. It put me on a whole new path. It's like, what I'm saying, I'm answering the phone call. What I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying? I had to make a detour, baby. You feel me? What I'm saying? Them angels called me. Yo, bud, you got to make a you know what I'm saying? Hey, what I'm saying? We got to make a detour, baby. That's when I make that left. You see what I'm saying? Because at that point now, I started focusing on myself. What do I stand for? What do I want? What turns me on? What turns me off? What do I stand for? Oh man, it's beautiful. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Then when I started embracing it for what it was, because that's truly what it was, because you see, the depression part of it was pretty much when I didn't understand what was happening. And it was also because I was still attached to some of the bullshit that was happening. Once I started detaching myself, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Then I was just getting the lessons. So the depression was going to help you if you're going through fucking depression. It's only because you're being attached to some bullshit, and the whole rerouting that's happening is for you to detach and take a whole different road. That's when you have to surrender. That's just another way of saying surrender. But for you to actually surrender, you have to understand what's happening. You got to start truly looking at shit for what they are. I was getting shredded. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's when I started seeing muscle that I never had, that I didn't think that I had. A character, personality. You know what I'm saying? Standing for something. Not that I didn't stand for anything, but it's kind of like it was it was it was the actual proof that I stood for something. You see what I'm saying? I standing on sacred ground, baby. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It, it was just that perfect moment, to stand for something. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, Change your whole perspective on what's happening to you if you're going through the dark night of the soul. It's actually the rise of the soul. There's nothing dark about it. The dark side of it, and remember, even, okay, the light, it's in the dark. Out of the darkness comes the light. You better embrace that shit, man. Embrace it. Love it. Love it. Now I'm numb. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of shit. Of what? What? Shit, I bring the pain now. Do you see what I'm saying? It got me on 1,000. On 1,000. Wow. You feel me? But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, the rise of the soul, because I realize a lot of people, I mean, there's a lot of good people that talks about it, that has some good opinions or the good, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents to it. You know what I'm saying? My perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because it's truly your elevation. It's the rise of the Kundalini, if you know what that is. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when you talk about your chakra, those are fucking, what do you call that? Those are fucking psychic energies, different level of understanding. So when somebody's actually on their lower chakra, or on their when you say somebody's actually vibrating on their low chakra, it's actually, someone who just worry about eating, shitting, work. So life is pretty much about eat, fuck, and shit. That's it. Being on that animal level. But when you raise that consciousness, it's the rise of your soul, baby. That's truly what it is. And for you to rise, for your soul to be risen, you have to detach yourself. That's where the growth comes in. And then that's what's happening through the dark night of the soul. That's when you come out the closet, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's when you come out the closet. Because now you actually standing for something. You know what I'm saying? You shredded. You put, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to put your shirt on. You're good looking. So embrace it. Embrace the pain. And once you start to embrace it, you'll see there's no pain. But the lesson. However, you have to transcend the pain, and that's why the light goes through the wounds, the scars, man. You hear what I'm saying? So it's tough love, baby. Tough love, man. Tough love. So that's pretty much what the dark or the rise of the soul is. Keep rising, baby. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going through it now, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Keep rising. See the lesson in it. And the pain you'll become numb. The pain, the cure of the pain, it's in the pain. Remember that. And that's it, man. We're gonna keep it short and sweet, baby. You know what I mean? And just keep on rising. Rise of the soul, baby. I'm out.